Yahoo! So we're heading off on a Palo Duro rim to rim today. 11 miles, top to bottom, all the way back to the top. And then we'll have to head down to the bottom again to catch our car. I'll update as we go. Old CCC bridge. I know, I love this part too. So this is heading out on the CCC trail, about to head down towards the amphitheater. It's one of our favorite spots on this trail because the views are just so beautiful. You walk out on this saddle between, I guess, the road and Triassic Mesa or Triassic Peak. And it's just beautiful. You can see so far in both directions. All right, so here we could go right and go onto the Goodnight Loop, but we're not going to. We're going to go left and head down to the amphitheater. Down, down, down.
So we're walking on the bottom end of the CCC. It's really pretty right here. You can see the whole entire canyon. Good panoramic view. There's some giant steps. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a little bit rocky, so watch your step. And there's the amphitheater. All right, we've reached the end of the CCC. We're about a mile and a half in, all the way down to the bottom, just about. We're heading towards the river. And this is a good spot if you want to park a car. That way, if you want to bail, you can get in your car and head back up. We're gonna keep going. So we're heading across the parking lot at the Texas Amphitheater. We'll cross the road and hit the Mac Dick Pavilion parking lot and head right on Kiowa. And Barry is right. From this point on, it's flat for a little while and then it's uphill. Yeah. So here we're crossing the road and you just follow this path along the fence posts. And then we'll turn immediately right and head out on Kiowa. All right, so you turn right and there's Kiowa. Right there. Okay, here we go, Kiowa. This trail, 9 more miles to go. And on this trail, we'll walk along the river for a while. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And here we have a pelvis.
Yeah,
and
nice
a spine right next to the glamping cabins. Classic Palo Duro. All right, do y'all see it?
Yeah.
In that tree over the river, there's a porcupine. They like hanging out on these trees along Kiowa and behind the Hackberry campground. I don't know if you can see it, but just really above Triassic Peak. Inside Monkey, there is a bald eagle. There it is. There you can see his tail. It's beautiful. So we made it to the river. Kiowa follows the river for a lot of its way. Beautiful trail when it's really hot outside. Alright, so if you like, you can turn left on Comanche right here, but we're going to keep going forward on Kiowa and go to the bathroom. Hackberry's a great spot to use the restroom and eat lunch.
Yeah.
So if you're going to the bathrooms, just hit the road and keep walking, and you'll see the Hackberry bathrooms at the base of Fortress Cliff.
You're gonna pass the amphitheater, follow the little meandering path past the mortars, and then hit the back end of the Hackberry campground, and you have a picnic.
We ate lunch at the Lone Star Amphitheater, and we're gonna take this little pathway behind the amphitheater to head through the Hackberry campground and catch Comanche Trail. So after you visit the Hackberry bathrooms, you're gonna walk back behind the campground. See if I can flip the video here, and you'll cross the bridge and hit Comanche. So if you took Comanche off of Kiowa, you'll come in this way and keep going straight and head over to the base of Sorensen Peak. If you took Hackberry and used the restrooms, you cross this bridge and then you'll hit Comanche, you'll see the trail sign, you'll turn right and head southeast towards the other side of the canyon. From here on out, it's all climbing, but it's very gradual. So at this point, you hit your third trail and you're about 3.5 miles into your 11-mile hike. So Comanche is going to start to take us into the next rock layer, up into the Jacobus Formation, up towards the Trujillo. You got a great view there of our South Brushy Draw. It's one of my favorite hikes up into that canyon. Love this little rock room along Comanche. Geo, I wonder what's in it. Yeah, you never know.
Oh, Geo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorensen Peak. Walking along the base of it. Comanche switchbacks. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Alright, so we're coming up on the Soapberry Spur and we're almost to the halfway point. So that means this would be a good spot if you wanted to park your car at the Soapberry Day Use area. You could use this as your halfway point and do half the trail in one day and the other half on another day. And this is where we switch from Upper Comanche to Lower Comanche. So technically this is our fourth leg of the journey.
Yep.
All right. So we've just switched from Upper to Lower Comanche. We're headed towards Rock Garden, our fourth trail, and we are about 4.37 or 4.4 miles approaching the halfway point of our Palo Duro rim to rim. Break time in the shade. Kind of alcove up there along Comanche. It's beautiful.
Dan and
Scary poop.
they'd let us.
5.5. All of us are close to 5.5. We're calling this the halfway point. And that's the halfway point through the hike, right? We are well over halfway across the canyon. Here at the base of Fortress Cliff on Lower Comanche. The spring. Beautiful. Yeah. You got cold, clear water. Nice. Does it taste good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Another spring.
Good. Beach.
Going right across the trail. Let's see, we're at 6.3 miles. Thank you, Maddie, for cleaning up that beer can. Finishing up Comanche. About to connect with Rock Garden. And when we do, we'll be about halfway up. We'll have gone from down there near the river all the way up there. Woohoo! Made it to Rock Garden. Last trail, last push to the top.
Here we are in Rock Garden. We got about 1.3 miles to the end and hit the rim.
Woohoo! So we're passing, we came up Comanche, and this is the way that we'll go down. So you don't want to turn right here. You want to keep going sort of left, and then there'll be another jog right there as Comanche curves off of Rock Garden, and we'll want to stay left on that one too. So we don't want to take Comanche all the way over to Mesquite. We're going up, 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 up. This is the climbiest part of the whole hike. This little half-mile section of Rock Garden. Look at your heart pumping. So we've hit that sort of Trujillo layer, I believe it is, of sandstone of Rock Garden, and we'll stay up here until we make the final little ascent to the top. It's beautiful. We can see all the way down canyon. Alright, so we're going to climb up Fortress Cliff along this sort of gorge near this Trujillo sandstone. This, all you slot hunters, it's this layer where the slots are in the canyon. So Google Earth is your friend. Google Satellite is your friend. There. No slot in this gorge, but it sure does have some pretty sandstone. Right, Maddie? Last little climb. Let's go. So we start to see all this sort of caliche and conglomerate rocks as we climb up into this more recent layers of rock to the Ogallala and the current rocks we have at the top. It's neat that each of these trails takes us into a different layer of Palo Duro Canyon geology. To rim at Palo Duro. We did it. Nice. Woohoo! Alright, so we're at 8.08 miles from one side of the canyon to the other. Ascent to climb has been 1,288 feet as we traveled along. Celebratory scenarios.
We're at the rim, we're at the top. My watches are about 1,200, 1,300 feet up. And that right there is at south and north.
That is the south side of the canyon, but the north edge of Mesquite Park Mesa. Alright, because you can't park up on Fortress Cliff at the other end of Palo Duro Canyon, we've got to walk back down where we have put a car at the base of Rock Garden, at the lower Rock Garden trail bed. So we're going to head 2.4 miles down back to the road, and then we'll catch that car and head back up to where our other car's parked, at the overlook. So we're back at the junction, and I almost turned on the wrong path. You're gonna keep right until you get to the Rock Garden trail sign, and then we'll turn left. The sign right here is a little bit misleading. It's hard to tell which one is Rock Garden and which one is Comanche. But Rock Garden turns left right here. Miles. Woo! We made it!
All right, well done.
Good crew.
They're keeping up with us. It's a race. Go turkeys, go! Oh yeah.
Perfect moonrise. All right, just to recap where we went today, we parked a car down here at the base of Rock Garden, and then most of us parked up here at the CCC Overlook, and that's where we started on the trailhead here. We took the CCC trail all the way down to the amphitheater where they have the Texas program. We crossed the parking lot, crossed the road along the little handrails, turned immediately right and grabbed the Kiowa trailhead. Took Kiowa all the way over to Hackberry and we used the restrooms there. Then we walked out behind the campground across the bridge and grabbed Upper Comanche. We took Upper Comanche down until it turned into Lower Comanche at the Soapberry Spur. Traveled along Lower Comanche until we hit Rock Garden, took Rock Garden all the way up to the top, enjoyed a snack, and then took Rock Garden past where we had joined it off of Lower Comanche all the way down to that lower trailhead where we parked a car. And that's it. It was fun.
And here we are.
It's beautiful. And now it's a gorgeous sunset and a beautiful moonrise in Palo Duro Canyon.